Hey guys, so today is July 27th, 2013. So tomorrow is my 8 months on T. Um, I figured I'd just do an update. I don't think that my voice has changed really any since the last video. I've had, I feel like it's changed a little bit, mostly in like the tone or something. I don't know. But there have been a couple times when I've been talking and I'm like, okay, I think that sounds more so like masculine than before. But it's working. Even if it only stays like this, that's not too bad. I can deal with it. I haven't had a whole bunch of changes happening at this point. It's kind of everything's really slowed down. It's not necessarily a plateau, like I'm seeing changes happen. Um, they're just kind of slow and they're like bigger type things. So, um, I pass 24/7. Um, I don't really remember I think sometimes people are unsure, but usually after an interaction I always get gendered as male. Um, and like my body type, my body shape looks a lot more male now. I've been working out pretty much every day, like sometimes every other day. Um, for probably a month now, a little bit less than a month, and I've seen some pretty decent changes. I'm lifting more than I was before, and I've gone with a friend of mine who like is really into fitness, and so he has like this whole routine worked out, and is like a personal trainer type thing, and it's been great because he is absolutely kicking my ass, especially on like chest exercises, which have been helping out a lot. Like I've broadened up quite a bit, and I'm like losing some of this, which is great. Because also that leads me into some pretty exciting news. I emailed the surgeon that I'm planning on going to, Dr. Medali, up in Cleveland, because it's really close to my hometown. I don't have to, like, I'll have to get a hotel for one night, but that's it. So costs are going to be really low. But I finally got the chance to fill out the medical form and send him some pictures. And I've been talking to my mom and dad about like financing it. And so his secretary emailed me back and was basically like, as soon as you get a letter from your therapist in that says that you can have this done, we can set up your surgery date. Which is the best news I've heard in a really long time. I'm so excited. I hopefully the letter is going to be sent to her sometime next week. My mom just has to get it from my therapist, which isn't a big deal. So, um, yeah, I'm aiming. At this point, I think since it's still July, I feel like it's going to be pretty open, but I'm going to try and schedule my surgery for November. That way, I have November and December to heal, and I can kind of um, take the time off that I need, especially since it's around the holidays. It's a good excuse too to be taking off all that time at work. But that would be great because I know that it's going to take the full 8 weeks probably before I can go back to lifting. Like, I mean, waiting tables, I have to have my arm up here, so there's absolutely no way I'd be able to like lift things. Um, and I think I'm gonna get around it by telling my coworkers I'm having heart surgery, which isn't not believable because I do have like a couple heart conditions, so I can just kind of embellish those and say I'm going to get that taken care of, and then it'll also take care of them seeing the scars. When we change in the locker room, I can be like, yeah, they had to go in on both sides, check out, I don't know, something else. But I mean, no one's gonna ask for specifics if I tell them I have heart surgery. Like, no one's gonna be like, oh, those scars are weird. Like, that's kind of a serious thing to point out. So, um, hopefully everything with that goes okay. I mean, it sucks because it's gonna be 2 months of not making any money. But I mean, I absolutely can't wait. Like I told my mom, I know I have student loans I have to start paying off in November, so that sucks. And like, but I guess he works with this like credit program, so they pay him in full, and then I pay installments to this credit supplier or whatever. Um, so it's not too bad. I mean, it's 6,500 for top surgery, and then he recommends like a 1,500 add-on for like male sculpting. And I haven't decided if I want to do that, but I've kind of figured if I'm already going to be 6,500 in, why not just go for the 1,500 and get like the, the total like finished product like. So I think I'm going to do that. That's why I'm trying to kick my butt into shape right now, because I know that I'm going to have to take 2 months off, so I'm not going to be able to work out. But also I want my chest to be built up enough that like the results are pretty good. So I don't really have much else to talk about. The only thing, so I went home a couple days ago, and my dad and I were like working outside, and he had his shirt off, and I was just kind of looking to see how much like body hair my dad had, and because it's like not something I ever looked at really closely before, and we have the same type of hair. It's like really, like it's really long body hair, and it's not like super thick or anything. Like my legs are covered. I have super hairy legs, but at this point I actually have more hair than my dad. The only real difference is that on his chest he has a lot of like wiry long hairs. I don't yet. I only have like 1 or 2 chest hairs in, but like I have way more stomach hair than my dad, way more arm hair, definitely more leg hair. So it looks like I got the Italian side's hair genes, which is great because I'm digging all this body hair. And then also my facial hair is coming in, which I think is also helping me pass a little bit more, because I think if anything it's my face that isn't really passable. I feel like I still have kind of like a pretty feminine face, especially living in like a hipster area. Like I could pass as like a butch lesbian with no problem. But now that this is coming in, I think it's getting a little bit better. I need to shave because this is getting bad down here, but it's like thick enough that there's a shadow, and like my mustache is coming in enough, so I think that sways people to reading me as masculine, which is nice. And then for the first time I have, still can't see it, but like right here it's just like little baby fuzz coming in right along my jaw, on my sideburns, which is great because I think that that's going to help kind of, square out my face quite a bit. So I'm going to shave. Hopefully it'll come in kind of thick for when I'm on vacation, because I just want to be able to pass really well. Oh, also, I bought a peacock. This is kind of cool news. I just bit the bullet and spent the $250 on it, and it's in New York right now, the last time I checked, so it should be coming in sometime next week, or this week, I suppose. And I did that so that I had enough time to get really used to it as an STP before I go on vacation, since I'm going to be using like rest stop bathrooms. But yeah, when that comes in, I will definitely show you guys and give it a review or whatever. But I'm super excited about that. I'm really in debt now because of that. Like I didn't really have the money to spend on it, but it was something that I had to get. Like I can't just not have a good STP at this point. So, all right, that ended up being a little bit longer than I wanted. I didn't want to make it super long, but I guess since I'm only doing one a month, I have a lot to cram in. Thanks for watching, and I'll post another video in the next couple weeks, so see you later.